think in the early days, there are a couple of, like, I got to meet, I mean, these are really silly pieces, but they meant a lot to me. I did a piece with George Takei, and I did a piece about gay penguins at the Central Park Zoo that was another June Margolis special, but I really loved it. The story of Tango, the gay penguin, was very meaningful to me. It was a really funny piece too. Still, my attitude is very stiff. I'm like kind of, but I do consider that piece to kind of be the piece where I felt like I did understand the job. It was, I think, doing the gay penguins piece was when the penny dropped for me, and that probably was a year in the making. It took a long time to, like, the learning curve is long.
Did you pitch that piece?
No, I did not, but it meant a lot. It actually meant a lot to me, and I think that was, I think that's where things started to shift for me when I went, okay, I think I get it. It took about a year where I was like very questioning, and then that was definitely the piece where I went, all right, I can do this. Okay.
What about it clicked for you? What was the solidifying change?
I think I just really handled a difficult interview subject well. I liked the content of the piece. I liked the message of the piece. It was also very funny. It was just a real convergence of just a lot of the things that we would do. Like handling someone who I found to be reprehensible in an interview. That we interviewed a guy who was like, he was a pastor or some representative of some big anti-gay organization, and that was, we had to spend the whole day with him. And you can't spend the whole day with someone who you're about to interview and you're not going to get the best out of them unless you have to relate to them and somewhat, not relate to them, but you're just in a room together, and then there's a lunch break and you're just kind of together. And so processing that and being remotely respectful of his humanity in general while disagreeing with him on a myriad of topics, and also thinking that he was a very stupid and toxic individual, but still knowing that we had a mission to complete and I had to at least be civil along the way, was a good lesson. I just kind of learned how to handle difficult people in that moment. It's all a learning process. It's not like I nailed it and then I was like, easy peasy. It was a very hard job. Very, very difficult. Comedy is very difficult. In the best possible way. It's just very hard work. It's not hard work like digging trenches, but it still has a lot of challenges.
Steve Allen said, dying is easy, comedy is hard, or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, again, I frame that differently from like most jobs are hard. But it's just not fun and games.